Have a rather interesting starting point. We start here at this kind of at the edge of the map by this kind of lookout shelter. It's kind of odd that you don't start on your main farm or anything like that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map. So up here is where you start, between field 2 and 19. We have our standard crops on this map. And we start by owning fields 6, 12, 13, and 18. Okay, and there appears to be, 19 fields on the map. So we did this video on hard mode, and on hard mode there are no crops in the silos, as you can see there. And we have a fair number of sell points. We have 6 different sell points here for our main crops, and of course we have sell points for wool and wood chips, silage. Looks like we also have specific sell points for sugar beets and potatoes. So we start with a little bit of equipment, but it is all fairly old as far as the number of days, and it has a fair bit of hours. So you're going to be hit pretty hard with maintenance, daily maintenance fees, and the resale value on this stuff is pretty low. There's nothing in the leased column. So we're going to go ahead and take out a loan so we can buy some animals as we go around. Okay. And you can see all 3 animal types are on this map, and we don't start with any. And our silo has a capacity of 100,000 liters. So let's take a look at our starting equipment. So we start with 2 tractors, just the 2 Fentor tractors, 117 and 127 horsepower. We have a small Case IH harvester with a grain header. We have our small Dolly Metaltech tipper and a cultivator and a seeder, and that is it. So let's try to figure out where our equipment might be. So it looks like we've got our equipment lined up here. And I would assume that this would be what we would classify as our main farm. Looks like our sheep and our cows are at the main farm area. So let's go ahead and start taking a look around from here. Let's see, do these doors open? They do not shut. Here we have an interesting icon for our customization. These doors do not open. Okay. Here we have a fuel point. Alright, let's take a look around. So we have additional storage sheds over here on this side. And we've got a fence. Let's see if we can figure out how to get through the fence. Alright. Guess we're going to have to go out this way. Now this area is not marked, but I'm thinking this may be our silos. Yes, indeed, this is our silo system. Here we can get some seed. The help icons are conveniently placed where they need to be. So I believe this is simply a decorative building. It looks like our cows are over here. Let's go ahead and take on in here. Looks like here we have a chaff bunker, or a silage bunker. Just make sure that our chaff indicators are about lined up with the walls. Okay, so this one seems to extend beyond the walls a little bit. Okay, here we have our main feed trough for our cows. See if we have a trigger for straw somewhere. So here's our buy point for our cattle. And there they are. And this is going to be where our poo's going to collect. And our slurry should be around here somewhere. Let's see if we can locate it. Let's see if this helps. So our water trough. This is our grass trough. I'm still not seeing the slurry point for our cows. Maybe it's in here. I don't see it. Oh, here it is, out here. So our slurry's around the side. Got these tall weeds. We've got some tree trunks here. Now, sadly, these tree trunks don't have collisions, so we just kind of walk right through them. It'd be nice if they were they had collisions on them, so that we could either grind them and get them out of the way, or basically run into them, and we'd have to avoid them. Let's go over here and check out our sheep area. So our sheep pen, oh, we've got a floating tree or bush or something there. So here's where we are buying our sheep or delivering our sheep. And there they are. Here we have our grass and our grass trough. This must be where our wool spawns. So I'm having to hold down the mouse button to have this door open. And let's see if we can find the sheep's water area. Is this a water point, maybe? It looks like that may be where the water goes. So this is where you're going to come in and fill in the water. Here we have a nice slurry storage tank. I don't know, this is water storage. Alright, let's take a look at, and let's go ahead and lease up our gator and see if we can't figure out where the store is. So here's the shop. Let's hit reset and see what happens. Okay, looks like it reset. Did it reset there? Alright, so here's our reset point. And that's where the that's where that custom icon was for our customization. And that's where all of our starting equipment is lined up. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and make our way over to the biogas plant. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit to get a little better view of the map. So there's the animal areas for our sheep and our cows. See the biogas plant off there in the distance. This field coming up is field number 1. It is not a field that we own. Let's take a look over here. We've got kind of a town area. We've got a church off in the distance, it appears. Even though the biogas looks like it's fairly close to the farm, it looks like there's a fair bit of a drive. Looks like you may be able to cut through there. So here we have a buy point. Now what's interesting is this seems to be a buy point for... Oh, there are multiple buy points here. See, there's an icon for a bale, and then there's the Josai Basikai. I know I butchered that, but that appears to be one of the main sell points for our grain. So, and it looks like this is also a slurry pit level. So, this map may be similar to Hofbergman, where you can collect free slurry from the residents. So it looks like this is a little playhouse there. This is a buy point for our grains. It looks like we just bring them in and tip in that general vicinity where the pile of corn is. So I think the icon for the bale sell point is an error on the map, simply because it looks like this is where our slurry trigger is, and then we have a trigger over there for our buy point, and those are the only 2 triggers we have at this location. So we need to check and see if there are maybe slurry fill points around at other houses that we can get to. There's one. So do we have one over here anywhere? Here we have a chicken, or an egg, not a chicken, but an egg buy point. Here we have what looks like a ATM machine, I guess. We can just walk up here and, yep, go to our finances screen, and then we have a buy point for eggs here at kind of a country stand. We have a very nice town area here. I'm going to jump in cab so we can see some of these signs. I want to drive around the back of this building. I want to see if this building might have another slurry fill point or something. Right, I'm not seeing anything other than the water here. Alright, let's see if this will take us up to the BGA. We have a forestry area. You can hear some birds in the background. Field 18 here is a field we own. It appears to simply be a grass meadow. Alright, that is not how we get to the BGA. So let's see here. Looks like we missed a road back here. Oh well, we'll just keep going this way and make our way back. Let's go ahead and check out this field. So 2.94 hectares, $194,000. And we do have missions, as the description said. So this map feels kind of like a little map as far as how long it's going to take for us to get around and everything. The map has a fair number of bale sell points. I think I may have already mentioned that, but we'll mention it again. Here's another buy point. And again, you tip here where the corn is kind of piled up. Oops. Sorry, I hit a button on the steering wheel. It's a fairly modern building there. So, our church. And let's just let's kind of go down this road. That's a nice house up on a hill, that's for sure. So let's see here. Where is our... Looks like this is where our animal buy point is. We've got some sheep and some cows. Some pigs in here. Alright, so here's where we're going to be buying our animals if we wish to purchase them and deliver them to the shop, or to our, not the shop, but to our farm. And then we also have over here what looks to be a sell point for manure and possibly liquid manure here. All right. Let's see. Let's go up this way, and we'll cut across and down, because there appears to be a couple sell points down this way. And it looks like fields 12 and 13, which we own, are down this way. What is this? Let's take a look and see what this might be. Okay, let's figure out where we are here. Do not know how to pronounce that. But here we are, and they buy slurry. So this is a slurry sell point. What is this up here? Didn't even see this until we got back in the water collection point. Huh. So does this just slowly fill up with water over time? Let's see here. Where's the next next buy point? Is this way. Alright, so here's our buy point, and it appears that these this may be a sell point for logs or wood chips. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. No, this is a buy point for all of our various grains. We just apparently dump it on the ground here. Alright, let's go down here and check out the two fields that we do own and see how big they are. So there where they are, right there. Field 9, which is over here. Looks to be a fairly large sized field with sugar beets in it. 8.4 hectares, $500,000. Field 12 we own. And it looks like field 13 is across the water here. I do see a bridge. And also field 14 is over here. A fair amount of grass on the side of this field. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. It's kind of hard to drive zoomed out like this, but I know that there's been comments where people have asked to kind of drive like this so that we can kind of see the lay of the land, if you will. Let's go ahead and make our way around here to the pig farm. So most of this map is fairly flat as far as the fields go. I don't know if the birds chirping is coming through or not, but there's a fair bit of ambient sounds. So this is our pig farm. Again, if you like those rustic, rundown types of maps, this map will be well suited to your tastes. So here's our slurry point. We're going to find that right away. And here's where we're going to buy our pigs. So there's our piggies. Here's our manure pit. And let's see if we can find the, oh, here's the food and water trough. Not too much need to find it. There it is right there. And I would assume our straw trigger is around here somewhere. It may just be right here where these straw bales are located. That might be a good indicator that this is where we would come and put our straw. And then it looks like we've got a water storage tank over here also. Yep, water storage. So that's the pig area. So we've covered all of the animals so far on the map. We need to get to the shop, which is appears to be coming up. Oops, yeah, we gotta get on the other side of that fence, it looks like. Let's make our way back around. I like how we have power poles or telephone poles or whatever coming in with a line into the farm area. Looks like this will be the road off to the shop. Another forestry area here off to the side. There's a bird hooping. And here's our shop with John Deere banners and all. Looks like we've got a complex of cell points down here on the lower level, so let's go ahead and swing on down to that. You can see that down here. Looks like you'll come into this with these concrete squares. Looks like here we have a cell point for hay, straw, and grass. And then we have a cell point here for sugar beets. Looks like we have a cell point for potatoes. And then we have a cell point for all the rest of the grain right here. And I don't think there's anything around to the back other than just a kind of road to drive on. Alright, let's see if we can't, we're going to have to go out the long way because it's walled in here. Take this road and see how it takes us. So there we've got a long field of 4. It's kind of an interesting shape. It's long and narrow, and then it kind of gets wide and fat up there. Here we have a large grass area that we're going to be able to mow. So we've got 2 more cell points, or maybe 1 more cell point, because I think we've already had the already went to the one that has grass. All right, that's a gate. So this particular location appears to be a buy point for wood chips. Okay. And that's the last cell point, I think. So now let's see if we can't make our way up here to the biogas plant. This really is a nice laid out town area with kind of a little river or creek running through it. Town square, if you will. Big old field 1. We'll have to, looks like the buy point for field 1 is up here. Oh, here was a little side road that we missed on our way over. Kind of a rough road. So let's check out the prices for field 1. Oops. Field 1 is 11.75 hectares at $761,000. It does appear to be the biggest field on the map. Here's our entrance into the biogas plant. We've got that nice rustic rundown weight scale here. And we have a fuel point to fuel up our equipment that we use down here. There's our Silo King digester and our digestate, and then our silage bunkers are kind of elevated up here on this platform, and we've got 3 silage bunkers. They've got these nice drainage grates here right at the edge to drain away all of the liquid, I guess, that gets squeezed out of them, out of the chaff. So the trigger seems to extend outside the bunker a fair bit. And that's the map, guys. This map, again, is Old Farmer. It is found over at modhub.us, and there will be a link in the description below. So until next time, happy farming.